Hello, everyone. So, um, I wanted to tell you what just happened to me, or me and my puppy a few minutes ago. Um, there's a lesson, there's a lesson in everything. And sometimes I think if we just think, we won't be so um, distressed, you know. So, I was out walking my dog today. And it was a beautiful day. We were minding our own business and very peaceful out there. And I won't make this a long story, even though it is kind of a long story. Um, we passed by a dog, a woman, and she was walking her dog, and a little dog, a little Pomeranian, and I have a little Yorkie mix who's not the calmest puppy, but he is manageable. Her dog uh, was a maniac, and we were she was walking in front of me, which was fine, very slowly, and I was kind of waiting for her to make a turn or do whatever she needed to do. I was a pretty safe distance back with Jasper, and Jasper didn't even see him. There were bushes, and that's how far away we were from her. But she was kind of taking her time, you know, which was fine, dilly-dallying. And then all of a sudden she turned around and she was coming towards us. And I'm thinking, well, this is just great. Here I am waiting for her and whatever. So I was like, and she was right at the corner of my street where I needed to go. So I'm like, well, we'll just bite the bullet and we'll go. We'll see if we can just get through this and whatever. So we passed each other and it was not exactly peaceful. Her dog was pretty wild, and she was I felt like she might have could have handled it a little bit better. She was very um, nonchalant and la di da, and I had Jasper on a short leash. She was over here on this side and I was on this side, and I had him on a short leash against me so that he could not go behind me, to the side of me. He couldn't see, he couldn't I was shielding him, so to speak. And just we kept walking, and her dog was just going crazy, just out of his mind. And Jasper was barking in response to the other dog. And I'm not saying Jasper's an angel, he's no angel, but he wasn't he wasn't about to attack. The other dog wanted to attack. So we were walking quickly. We kept walking. And we were just out of the woods. And, Jasper was looking back every now and then to see what was going on. But he was prancing and he was walking by me, and we were just about to turn. And on one look back from Jasper, all of a sudden I could feel the change in the leash, that he really wanted to run behind. And when I looked behind, what happened was she let go of the leash and the dog was coming at us. And she was yelling, she was calling him. I felt like she could have been running a little faster after him to just bend over and pick up the leash that was trailing behind. She just didn't seem I felt no sense of urgency from her. She just was calling. She was pretty lazy about controlling this dog, in my opinion, because I would have been frantic if my dog got off the leash and was bolting for another dog in his owner. So I picked Jasper up, and as soon as I picked him up, he was like dead weight. He was not. He wasn't trying to jump over my shoulder. He wasn't even barking. I think he felt safe, in my arms. I, on the other hand, I did not feel safe because I'm thinking this dog is going to come back and, I'm wearing shorts and he's going to come back and jump all over me, bite my ankles, try to jump up, get to him, bite his tail. I mean, I'm short. I'm 4'11". I can only hold him up so high, and unless I toss him over my shoulder. Um, but it was scary. And, I had to run. We were running. And, I mean, probably would have been a great sitcom, but it was very scary. I was running with Jasper in my arms down the street. This little Pomeranian, big fat, but little, um, was chasing after us, and she was uh, walking quickly after him, way down the other end of the street. So we ran around the corner. I ran around the corner into a yard and hid behind a bush. And the dog came around the corner and came just to the edge of the bush. And I said, "Get out of here, get away from us." And yes, I did say that. "Get out of here, get away from us." And the dog ran. I wish I had thought to do that before we started running. And maybe if I had screamed at it, although she was calling, his name was Bud. And he didn't seem to be listening to her. But maybe, and the whole time, Jasper was just in my arms. He wasn't squirming. He wasn't, trying to break free. There was a trust there that I think he felt with me. This isn't the first time that I've had to pick him up to protect him. It's the first time that I've had to run with him in my arms to protect him. But I could feel, I know that he felt safe with me. So when we turned the corner, so the dog ran off, and, I could hear her still calling him, and I'm sure the dog ran back to her, but I could hear him barking, so I'm sure they ran into other people. This is a pretty cool neighborhood to walk around, and I could still hear him barking and going crazy with whoever he was passing by. And so we got home and walked into the house, and I collapsed in tears. I bent down, I gave him hugs, and I just, I was really scared. I was really scared. We've had animals chase us before. We've had, there's a little Chihuahua that got out that was chasing us, but we've bumped into some things along the way. The other day we ran into a fisher cat, and I saw him, he didn't see us, so we kind of went the other. There's things around, there's things. We got attacked by a cat before. I really got attacked by the cat. I had him in my arms, and the cat was hanging all over me with shorts, and I was the one that got all bloodied up. But we've been attacked by animals before. We've been chased before. But this dog was different because he was barking and growling, and he really seemed angry. He didn't want to play. Put it that way. He did not want to play. He wanted to get at Jasper. So it was scary for me. So when we came home, I was hugging him, of course, crying, and it just kind of came out of my mouth that, to Jasper, I said to him, and you probably think I'm crazy, but I talk to my dog. I live with my dog. I live with my dog. He's my buddy. He's my best friend, probably. I'm with him 24/7, pretty much for the most part, 24/7. And I said to him, when I have you on the leash and we're walking close like that, and you're up to me, you got to listen to me. You might not want to do what I tell you to do, but it's for your own protection. This is for your own good. Just listen to me. And it occurred to me that I think this is where I am now in my walk with God. I don't always want to do the right thing. and what he wants me to do, or what he doesn't want me to do. It's more of what he doesn't want me to do. You know, we all do things that are not the way God would want us to be. Um, our reactions to things, our whatever it is that you do that is considered a sin, or what I do that's considered a sin that I never thought was a sin before, until I was saved. So it just occurred to me that this is where I am now, that there are things that I should do and shouldn't do, that where God directs me, that are for my own good. And as a Christian, you got to get your act together. You just gotta, you gotta. If you do His will, you're better off for it. And I think that's kind of where I am. Um, I think that's where I am right now, and I'm finding that you know um, being a Christian, especially a young Christian, it can be a little bit lonely. It can be a little lonely, and I'm finding, online, it's very common, especially for the newer, when you're just starting your walk, um, but the reward of it, the reward of that loneliness, there's nothing better than that. There's nothing. It's worth it. It will be worth it, and it is worth it to just be closer to God, um, deepen your relationship with God, and I speak for myself, and I hope that it resonates with you. Um, Deepening my relationship with God, and just feeling safer and protected and loved, and there's nothing greater than God. And just listening to my own words with my puppy, and I'm sure that maybe if you have children, you probably if they would just listen to me, it's for their own good. With a mother and daughter, a father and son, and He's our Father. Just listen to Him, it's for our own good. you know so those are my thoughts on my little incident, this crazy incident today. It seems like there's something every day, but um, yesterday wasn't a great day for me, and it was just, I just wanted to, I just wanted to crawl back into bed at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and just, go to sleep, wake up again, and start a new day. I mean, yesterday was just, we all have our days. Um, and I think, so I sat down and I read some Psalms yesterday, and I think just trying to, either sleep it off, sleep through it, and wake up and start over again, or, just get into the Word and bury yourself in Scripture. What else? What other choices do we have? I mean, the old me would have probably, went out and, you know, bought a family-sized bag of tortilla chips and all the fixins and just ate myself into oblivion, which is not, that's one of my, when you start reading the Bible and you start finding, you start kind of shedding your old self and renewing yourself, you realize how much you sin. Gluttony is a sin. I believe gluttony is a sin, and me with my eating issues, it's it would have literally been the death of me. Literally, food is my. It's not my friend. I'm not going to say it's my enemy, but it's not. It's not the best of my friends. Obviously it keeps us alive, but it's my relationship with food is not a healthy one, so I'm working on that. So you learn about yourself. You learn about. I know that when I was first saved, I a lot of guilt. I still have a lot of guilt from all the sinning that I've done. And, you know, we've all, like I said, we all have our own sins, whatever, you know, what if some people have alcohol, drugs, sex, you know, whatever. Steal, some people steal, you know, lying, you know, all, you know. Um, and I think that if you live your life that way repeatedly, if that's the way you live, you know, like if you binge every day or every other day or once a week or twice a week or whatever, that's your normal. So it's not a sin to you. That's your normal. That's how you live. And then you wake up the next day and you feel awful. And today's a new day. I'm not going to do that again. I feel, you know, but that's sin. And you know, you're beating yourself up. You're not doing yourself any good. And God doesn't want to see that. He doesn't, you know, he wants you to respect yourself and respect him, you know. Um, we're given this body, our bodies are a gift, and we need to take care of them. We need to take care of our bodies that were given to us. Um, we do so much wrong that we can't even believe it once we're saved. We can't believe how guilty we are. I mean, even just you know, not getting along with people at work or family, or you know, just not handling things in a godly way, fighting back, you know, the fight. Um, it's amazing how much you learn about yourself. I don't want this to be I don't want to preach, and I don't want this to be a lecture, but just trying to relate, you know. So I want to read a Bible verse today that it moved me a little bit, but I'm going to put this in another video. Um, so in case somebody was bored with this one, they don't have to go through all this to listen to this. But have a wonderful day, and I'm going to continue in another video. I'll see you soon.